Have you ever noticed where there's some people who say, I'm sorry for like everything? Reaching for the same avocado in a grocery store and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Or the elevator door opens and there's another person inside and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. I mean, just the other night, I was walking over the legs of someone in an aisle and they were just sitting there minding their own business and they said, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, for what? Having legs? The thing is, I used to be like that too. I would apologize for my thoughts, for some feelings. I would even apologize sometimes for actions someone else had taken, and I had nothing even to do with it. But no one should feel like they should shrink in order to be acceptable. Of course, there are those people who never apologize, even when they have burned the metaphorical house down. This video is not about them or for them. This video is for the person out there who over-apologizes. The people who feel they have to shrink or tiptoe or justify their right to have an opinion or just to take up space. My friend, the guitarist Stone Gossard, had an employee at one point who said, I'm sorry so much that he ended up putting a jar out and said, you have to put a quarter in every time you say, I'm sorry, we got to break you of this habit. Well, at the end of the month, they donated the proceeds to a nonprofit. And that nonprofit made out pretty well, I have to say. So why do people feel this need to apologize for themselves? Well, it's not a habit that comes out of the blue. It usually begins as a survival mechanism. Maybe you grew up in a home where, like me, it was important to walk on eggshells in order to keep the peace. Oh, don't want to rock the boat. Maybe you learned that keeping quiet or staying small or saying, I'm sorry first was the way that you stayed safe. In moments like that, staying small and over-apologizing is actually a smart move. You did what you had to do in order to survive. But at least hopefully now you are not in a situation like that. But the habit is still stuck there. The fact is, you're not just some mere little human walking around on the earth. You are freaking worthy. You are a luminous spark of light from the light. So you do not need to apologize for who you are, what you want, or what you believe. So try out this little game. The next time you're about to say, I'm sorry for something harmless, stop. Even if it's mid-sentence, it's half out of your mouth, that's okay, just stop. Let the silence hang. It's going to feel uncomfortable, but that's okay because you're going to find out in that moment that no one's storming in the door with a clipboard demanding your apology quota. They're not coming in with a ruler to measure your humility. This is not about being rude. It's about taking back your power, stopping these tiny little leaks that you're allowing to drain out. Every unnecessary I'm sorry is like handing over some of your energy to another person all wrapped up in a bow. It's time to keep that gift for yourself. And man, are you ever going to feel that extra energy when you start doing this? Imagine if every day you let just a few of those unnecessary apologies go off into the air. Just puff, gone. How would that feel? To stand taller, to breathe deeper, to hold and even expand your energy, to take up more space. How much space can you take up? The more you do this, the more self-respect, the more confidence, the more joy you will feel. You are enough, exactly as you are. Your presence here on earth is not a mistake. You came here for a reason. You agreed to do that. So since you're here, why not live fully, grandly, you authentically, without apology? I'd love to hear if this video connected with you. The world needs you now to be alive, to be loud, to be brilliant, to be sparkling exactly as you are. And if anyone has an issue with your sparkle, you go tell them to put a quarter in the jar. And by the way, if you suspect you have any manipulators in your life, I hope you watch the video I'm going to put up next, because I cover the 3 top tactics manipulators do to diminish your power, to take control over you, and to get you to say you're sorry even when something's not your fault. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.